What's up, droners, and welcome to this week's edition of Droner News. We have drones breaking more records because that's kind of what they do, a warning about some drone stuff, and of course, a lot of other cool stuff. So let's get right in. All right, so coming up first, we have a drone breaking the records. I mean, it's the first thing I said, so let's talk about it, is that we have a drone from a UK company called FlyLogix that has conducted the longest beyond line of sight, vision of sight. It's like a weird acronym, BVLOS, beyond visual line of sight, flight, ha! So it's flown further away than somebody could see it better than anybody else. Outside of, I assume, government drones, because you know, people are flying those from America and they're in the Middle East. But besides all that, this drone actually was able to go 50 miles on a round trip. And the purpose of this round trip was actually do an inspection of an unmanned oil rig. So the drone flew out over the water for 25 miles, was like, bam, look at this, there's an inspection, blah, blah, blah. And then it flew back, which is pretty cool because obviously 25 miles is a really far distance. It didn't say how long it took it to do that, but I mean, come on, like I'm just curious to what kind of battery is on this drone to be able to make it do that. Either way, FlyLogix actually had a field day with the press because they're like, hey, we're the first company that's ever done this. You know, it's a big deal. You know, they really want to capitalize on it, but it's pretty cool. It's actually a really good accomplishment. So this was done by a fixed wing drone. It looks actually just like a regular plane, like a propeller plane. And it flew really low, like at 100 feet the entire time to get out there and get back, which I assume keeps it safer because most of the time you're not going to see any helicopters or manned aircraft flying that low anywhere, even over the ocean. So yeah, it played it safe. FlyLogix did a good job, and everybody was happy because they got to inspect the rig and they got to break a record. So good luck, good job to FlyLogix. All right, so coming to number 2, we actually have something I was really hoping would never happen, but I guess it makes sense. I guess it kind of makes sense that it'll have to happen eventually. And we don't know if this is completely true or not, but the DJI Spark is encountering crash issues. And they're very familiar crash issues where the drone apparently is just dropping out of the sky. Sound familiar, karma? These drones are, like, there's been 14 cases that have been reported. But for me, like, I take this with a grain of salt, and I don't want to be like DJI fanboy or anything like that. But this drone was designed for, like, consumers, people who aren't used to flying drones. So people are complaining about the drones falling out of the sky when there's a good chance when out of all the Sparks flown, only 14 have had this issue, that it might be user error. I'm not saying what it is or what it isn't, but the cause is unknown. But DJI has responded saying they're looking into it. Maybe it could be a firmware issue. They haven't seen anything, haven't found anything. So they're obviously responding to it. And like I said, a lot of people are guessing that the Spark sensors are part of the error. I don't know how that would even work because it causes it to lose track of where it is and it just like lands, which again, that's not falling out of the sky, that's landing. But of course, we're gonna keep an eye on this for you and let you guys know what happens because DJI has not officially given a recall because obviously they haven't figured out a reason why this is happening because it might be user error. So keep your eyes on your Sparks. Make sure you fly safe and don't fly over people because it might fall on people. All right, so coming in at number 3, we have the DJI taking over the 3DR. Yeah, I said it like that weird, I don't care. But this is, one of the things I reported on before was that 3D Robotics, which is another drone company, which to me back in the day, which is only like a year ago, I was hoping that 3DR would be one of the best competitors for DJI. That is no longer the case. They don't even make drones anymore. But what they do, which they said they were gonna do when they stopped making drones, is that they are making drone software. And they actually have one of the best drone mapping softwares for 3D mapping there is. And thus they got to work at Atlanta's Hartsfield Airport to be able to do that, which was a big deal when it happened. Again, another Droner news story. So now DJI is actually incorporating that software into the DJI drones because, well, 3DR is no longer a competitor. Now they are a vendor of DJI and, you know, taking 2 of the biggest drone companies, put them together, and here you go. You have some of the best software and definitely the best drones working together. And my dreams of 3DR competing with DJI have died forever. So yeah, keep your eyes open. There's gonna be a lot of new mapping software coming to you soon, thanks to 3DR and DJI. Coming number 4, we actually have my home state. I don't know if you knew this or not, I'm from Michigan, and there's a new drone lab that's going up at University of Michigan. Go Blue. I actually kind of like Michigan State more, but it doesn't matter. I like them both. Either way, they have unveiled plans to do a fly lab with drones, which is going to be like an indoor flying space where they could do a lot of drone testing, which obviously is a huge sign towards University of Michigan investing into drone technology, because drone technology is going to be in everything. So they're making this huge air lab, and the whole purpose of it is that they can actually fly higher than the 400 feet than you're supposed to because it's an enclosed space. When technically it's really not an enclosed space because it's actually like, it's a building structure, but it still has, like, wind still passes through it, sunlight, precipitation, all that kind of stuff still comes into it. So it's just like a structure for an excuse, but at the same time, it's a literal physical sign of how much drones are worth investing in one of the top universities in the world. So I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to see what they're doing. And another thing that was really interesting is that they're actually going to be putting it right next to the robotics testing facilities for land, air, and sea, thanks to the Marine Hydrodynamics Lab at U of M. So they might be testing some really interesting stuff in here because U of M already is on the cutting edge of a lot of technology. So definitely gonna need to keep our eye on that. And if you're at U of M or in Ann Arbor, Michigan anytime, you should go check out, see what it looks like. And coming in at number 5, as promised, last but not least, we have the scam, or the warning I was talking about in the beginning. There is a possible scam. It looks like it actually is a scam that's happening on Instagram. Matthew Town of Petapixel is actually the one who's really spreading the word. I'm helping you out, brother. Is that there seems to be a drone giveaway scam that is making its way across Instagram on the Instagram account at Birdview Drones. The account has been reaching out to people during, sliding their DMs. You slide in the DMs. But they've been sliding the DMs and saying, hey, guess what? You've been chosen to participate in a beta program where all you have to do is fill out these forms to get a free drone. And you're like, oh crap, I get a free drone? I'm in the beta program, I'm special, let me fill these out. And really what it is a way to capture people's information and, to be able to get a drone. It's a sketchy looking website with a bunch of sketchy, you ever been on those forums where it's like, get a free iPhone 8 kind of thing. It's kind of like that. So apparently it's actually been fooling people. So I'm here to let you know that if Birdview Drones or anybody just slides into your DMs and wants you to give them a bunch of information to get something free, be wary of that. That's probably not a good thing, and it's not really helping. I mean, it hurts my soul. The reason I'm bringing it up is because it's preying on people who want drones. And I love drones. We all love drones, and I don't want people to have a bad experience maybe with their first drone or because they want drones. So just keep your eye out for that, and just don't fill out a bunch of information for people that you don't know for something that might not be real or something like that. So yep, check them out, Birdview Drones, stay away from them. Cool? Droners, thank you for checking out this week's edition of Droner News. And if you want to see more Droner News, there's a lot of them and they're all dope. They're right here. Or if you want to see the dopest intro video that's ever been made for a drone channel, we got it. As always, please go ahead and support us with clicking our Patreon link or subscribe, because that allows us to do what we're doing, and make sure you stay fly.